All right, in this edition of Billing Bites, we're going to talk about the CMS 1500 form. CMS stands for Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, and that is the federal agency that oversees Medicare and Medicaid at the federal level. And then 1500 is simply a form number that was assigned to this many, many years ago. And the form looks like what you see on the screen. It is red for a reason. That's so that when it's scanned at the insurance companies, the optical readers for the scanners can actually pick up the print on here without actually picking up the line. So it's a pretty neat system. And this document contains all the information the insurance company needs in order to process payment on the claim. The top half of the form is our patient information, name, date of birth, address, phone number, and what is the policy number that should be paying this bill. So this particular one is a Medicaid claim, policy number 276835090, and our patient is Adam. Okay, so this top half, and notice there's a line here that's kind of a bolder red. This top half of the form is all patient information. The bottom half of the form is treatment information. What service was rendered that we want to be paid for, and what doctor did the service that wants to be paid for. And we don't do this in words. We do this in codes, which is why you've been learning coding. So we have our CPT procedures, and I always say procedures have prices. And we have our diagnosis that we have come up with for this patient, okay? And we have given a diagnosis that proves medical necessity for doing those procedures. And this is who wants to get paid, okay? This is the doctor who did the service, but this doctor works for this office, okay? So this claim form is submitted to the insurance company. They will process it and issue payment. Hopefully, right? That's how it works. Now, this is a paper claim. And when I started in this industry many, many more years ago than I want to admit, many years ago, pretty much everything was billed on paper. When I started, the only electronic billing we did was Medicare. Everybody else went on paper. That has changed through the years. So the paper claim form, we will teach you. And you will still use it in the industry. In my office, I send a lot of workers' compensation and auto accident claims, and those still go on paper. But pretty much your big insurances are all electronic. And when we devised the electronic claim, it was built on this form. So understanding this form helps you understand the electronic claim. So you're going to have exposure to the claim forms in each of your modules. You'll get a little experience filling these out. However, in the real world, most of the job is data entry into a computer, not actually completing this form. Even when I bill I'm billing a paper claim, I literally just hit print claim. And this form is generated based on what I had data entered. So when I put in the patient's name, date of birth, policy number, if any mistakes were made at those steps, my claim form is going to be wrong. So you have to make sure that every time you data enter information into your system, it is 100% accurate. Otherwise, your product, your output, will not be get you paid if it's wrong. So that is the claim form.